Yo, what's up with it, everybody? It's your boy Rep Master checking in with you on this beautiful Tuesday evening. And yes, the moment of truth is here. That big thing that I was talking about, one of my favorite meals, wild rice tacos, man. I'm gonna prepare that live, you know what I mean? Or at least give you the prep portion of it, I should say. And then once I'm done cooking it, I'll let you guys see the beauty and the masterpiece. But at the moment, man, like I said, this is gonna be a very short tutorial. Nothing flamboyant. I'm gonna show you how I like to get my ingredients together to prepare this wild rice. And by the way that it's prepared is boiled, of course, you know what I mean? And the ingredients that it consists of, got mushrooms right here, all right? I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is Highline organic mushrooms, all right? I usually get these from Jewel store here in Illinois. And then of course we got bell peppers right here. This is probably going to be the most time consuming thing right here because I'm going to actually cut these up in front of you guys and, you know, show you how I like to break down the pieces or whatnot. So you got the bell peppers and of course the main ingredient, the wild rice. This wild rice is made by Lundberg, you know, and I'll hold it up to the screen so that you guys can see it. Okay. So this wild rice is pretty good. You know, it takes about 45 to 50 minutes to cook it, and I'm gonna do 2 packages of it. You know, and the nutrition facts itself, the calories is 160, total fat is 1%, no saturated fat, no trans fats, no cholesterol, no sodium, total carbs 35 grams, and this is 1/4 cup per serving. Okay, so carbs is pretty high, 35 grams, fiber 3 grams for every 1/4 of a cup, and that's 11% protein. 11% fiber, by the way. Total sugar, no worries, only 1 gram, so diabetic friendly, definitely. Protein itself is 7 grams. Like I said, you can get a good quantity of protein out of this, you know, because 1/4 of a cup is not a lot. You know what I mean? So that's the nutrition facts breakdown right there. And this is pure organic wild rice, nothing artificial about it, all right? I can turn it on the flip side. Like I said, it might be in small print, but for those who might be able to catch it, this is true evidence right here that you could see for yourself, okay? So I do 2 packages of those. Now, this is optional right here. I like to use one of my favorite vegan cheeses. Yes, this is Daya Shreds, okay? This is made with chickpeas, you know what I mean? Because the original version that they came out with is pretty good, but the difference, and this is my personal opinion from, you know, cooking with it for a good minute, is that the original brand is just as good. It might just take a little bit longer to melt. So this new and improved recipe that they have with the chickpea ingredient in it, from my experience, yeah, like I said, the taste is compatible. It's just that the texture is different. This will melt a lot easier than the original, all right? This is Daya cheese, vegan and vegetarian friendly, dairy, soy, and gluten free, no doubt about it, all right? And the nutrition facts with this, total fat, 6%, 5 grams, saturated fat, 2.5, 13%, trans fat, none at all, cholesterol, none at all, sodium, 10%, 240 milligrams, total carbohydrates, 8 grams, 3%, dietary fiber, 0, total sugar, 0, included sugars added, 0, nothing, nada, protein, none, all right? Calcium, 10%, and a tad bit of potassium, 25 milligrams, that's just like a little bit, all right? So, vegan cheese right here. Now, as I was speaking on this is something that I normally like to put on the rice as a last touch because, see, everybody in my household doesn't eat cheese or whatnot. So this is optional. But once your rice is done, you can literally take a separate pot on the stove or a small pot, and you can melt your cheese into the rice. You might not have to even add fire to it, because if you're going to literally take the rice from the heat and then just put it onto the cheese, it'll melt pretty much, you know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, you don't have to struggle as much with this particular brand right here. But if it doesn't melt immediately upon the touch of the heat, give it a few minutes, you know what I mean? Take it, stove top it, add a little bit of grapeseed oil in the pot, incorporate your cheese into the rice, and it'll just add, you know, some complementary flavors, you know what I mean? Like I said, this is tacos, so we just want to simulate that in the plant-based world, all right? And, oh, one thing, give me 1 sec. I forgot one ingredient, the shells. I want to show you guys the shells that I like to use. Okay, so this right here, this is made by Mission, okay? These are yellow corn tortilla shells, super soft, gluten-free, all right? course, you can see I tore into them a little bit, you know what I mean? Nutrition facts on the back right here. I'm gonna have to read that to you. I apologize about that. But with these shells, okay, saturated fat, 1%, no trans fats, polyunsaturated fats, 0.5 grams, monosaturated fats, none, cholesterol, none, sodium, 1%, 20 milligrams, no big damn deal. Total carbohydrates, 21 grams, 8%. Total fiber, 7%, 2 grams, okay? Total sugars, not so bad, 2 grams only, all right? And this right here, you know, is gluten-free, all right? So definitely vegetarian, vegan friendly, okay? And so pretty much just like most rices or whatnot, you know, I usually prepare it the typical way. So what I like to do is take a pot about this size right here, you know, because like I said, I'm cooking 2 packages of rice. So what I normally do is that on the instructions, of course, they tell you to bring 2 1/4 cups of water to a boil, all right? But I'm not gonna really pay attention to that. I'm gonna fill this pot up to at least halfway. And the only reason being is because I'm gonna add other ingredients and other vegetables. So I need a water level that's gonna be able to accommodate that, all right? And I'm gonna add all the damn mushrooms, you know what I'm saying? So with that, I got a water dispenser over here that you might not be able to see, but it's all good. This water dispenser is filled with alkaline water with a 9.5 pH to it, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna get this filled up real quick, all right? So basically, you know, for time purposes, like I said, I'm gonna put a portion of this here alkaline water, okay? So, like I said, I like to bring this to about a half, all right? Okay, now just for time purposes, it might take me a little minute to get the water level that I want, so I'm gonna keep it honest. I'm gonna go to the sink and get the filter water and fill it up with the remaining, all right? So just bear with me. Okay, so I got that. I'm back in the camera, you know what I mean? So as you can see, I got this thing filled up about halfway, all right? So the way that I like to do it, like I said, I have 2 different ways and you can utilize them both when it comes to the prepping, all right? So one thing I didn't mention is the seasonings. I'm keeping it basic tonight. My basic seasonings that I like to use in most of my recipes. I got here the Lori seasoning salt, okay? I have McCormick's celery salt, all right? And also I have the Badia. This is the garlic powder, all right? So those 3 ingredients for my flavor, and of course my favorite grapeseed oil and the grapeseed oil that's within my budget, man. I go to Walmart and get this shit here for $8, all right? This is aloe vera grapeseed oil. Excellent for baking, sauteing, boiling, frying, all that good stuff, all right? So what I'm gonna do, since I got that in hand, I'm gonna add about, maybe about 3 to 4 capfuls of grapeseed oil. Now this is fresh. Shit, I gotta open this up. All right. So you might ask me, why am I adding grapeseed to the water? It's because it complements the flavor of the rice. And my motto is that with this here grapeseed oil, your seasonings will have more integrity. You know, you don't have to use as much because it'll stick and it'll hold a little bit better, all right? But the beautiful thing about grapeseed oil, it doesn't clog up your arteries or harden up in your arteries because it's not that type of oil. It's very supple, y'all, for real, okay? So now that I got that added, like I said, 2 different ways to prep. You could either, okay, so what I like to do, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Of course, I'm going to bring this to a boil, all right, for about a good 15 minutes or until I see the water just boiling up itself, and then of course add the contents, the rice itself. But what I like to do first is, like I said, get this water, the grapeseed oil, and what I'm going to do is actually add the seasoning in the water. Like I said, sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll actually wait till the rice is somewhat prepared, or actually when I put it in the pot and then season it. But in this case, you know what I mean, I want to pre-season it because I actually might use both methods, you know, just in case if I do a taste test and if it's not up to my standards of flavoring, then I just add a little bit more, you know what I mean, or to desire. So I'm gonna start it out with the seasoning salt. So normally what I like to do is portion and cover the surface, all right? Front surface, okay? And each time I add it, I'll put it up to the screen so that you guys can see it, all right? Okay, so I got that covered. And don't be scared to use your seasonings, you know what I mean? So don't think that I'm being redundant or using too much seasoning. Wild rice, this is a large quantity of food right here. So I have to make it, you know, sufficient enough so that we can have good flavor. Because like I said, we like our food to taste good. I'm not eating shit if it don't taste good. I'm sorry. Okay. So the garlic powder is next. Like I said, just covering the front, the entire front surface of the water to get the seasonings all the way across even. So the last thing is the celery salt. Okay. All right, I got my celery salt right here. Okay. And that should about sum it up. But you know what? One thing I want to add, and by the way, I'm drinking my immunity drink that I like to drink every day, 3 times a day, especially going through chiropractic treatments, man. This is a good drink that's with 2 lemons, 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, hot alkaline water, and as much honey as desired to your liking, man. This is some good shit right here. You know what I mean? Because I went on my little stroll tonight. 4-mile walk, nothing big, but just, you know, trying to keep those leg muscles activated, and definitely therapeutic for my back treatment when I'm going through these chiropractic treatments. So big ups to detoxification and drinks that'll help boost up your immunity. Like I said, no name. 2 lemons, 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, hot alkaline water, and honey. All right. So the only additional thing that I'm gonna add to this is some cayenne pepper. So give me a second. Okay. I ain't gonna go too damn heavy on this though. All right, bam. That's literally all I needed was that. All right. So here comes the fun part. Cutting up the bell peppers and all. Let me show you that. So as you can see, I'm gonna tilt it. I don't wanna tilt it too much because obviously I got a lot of water in here. But pretty much all 3 seasonings are covered in the water on the front right here, okay? Spread it evenly across for each seasoning that you use. And like I said, through the prepping itself, and once you get to where you do a taste test, if you need to add more, then it's all good. But this right here should be sufficient enough. If it's not, then hey, I'll make the adjustments, all right? So let me move this out of the way. Cut up these bell peppers really quick, or as quick as I can. You know what I mean? And see some live chef action going on. So yo, normally I get rid of these. I don't use them. I just usually dispose of the tips right here. And I'm not gonna be too concerned about cutting them up into small, tiny pieces or anything like that. Like I said, this is a plant-based taco dish. So to me, the bigger the piece, the better the bite, you know what I mean? No doubt about it. Like I said, I used to didn't like cutting at all, but now it's kind of therapeutic, you know? Sometimes I don't like to get too redundant with the seeds, you know what I mean? Because the wife don't like that. So I usually take a little bit of the seeds out, or as much as I can. All right. You all don't have to do that. That's what we do over here. So that cut up, like I said, not wasting too much time cutting small pieces. And then red is actually my favorite out of these. I know these are flavored peppers or whatnot, but I can usually taste the difference with this, you know what I mean? So I'll try to pick out the majority of red when I do get these, you know, if I can help it, whatnot. But technically these were bought and pre-bagged already, so it's all good. But normally when I get bell peppers, I usually like the red, man. Plus, bell peppers are also good for immunity support as well because they can provide you with a decent amount of natural vitamin C. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. Almost done with that. So I got that all sliced up. I got 2 more to go. Like I said, I'm doing the best that I can with the time that I'm working with. I don't want to consume too much time. I'm already at 16 minutes, but it's all good. Like I said, I'm a person of my word. You know what I mean? I told you guys that I would, you know, give you the prep version of the wild rice tacos and also the completed version when I finish them up. You know what I mean? So that you guys can see the beauty of stuff. All right. Okay, so there we have it. Bell peppers are sliced up. Normally what I like to do is I like to add these immediately, okay? They won't soften up. Usually the texture will stay coarse throughout the duration of cooking, you know what I mean? So that's one thing I love about the bell peppers. And also, this is good to get a deep-rooted flavor to your food, you know what I mean? So I got that added. And what I'm gonna do now is put this on the stove, bring it to a boil, for about 15 minutes or so, and then I add the contents, the rice itself, okay? Like I said, this is Lundberg's organic wild rice, man. I found this at Walmart. Very good rice, you know what I mean? Like I said, good quality, good texture, and it takes about 45 minutes to 50 minutes to prepare a pack. So since I'm doing 2 of them, what I like to normally do is let it cook for about 1.5 hours, all right? So I'm gonna do just that, you know what I mean? Conclude this video. And then once I'm done prepping the food, you know, I'll actually put a few tacos together so that you guys can see the finalized version of it, all right? So with that said, man, whatever you do, stay true. Keep God first and everything is guaranteed to be all right. Your boy Rep Master is about to check up out of here and finish up the dinner for the night, all right? Much love, much peace, much soulness.